keep it going for our MC. Holy shit, guys. God, what a fantastic audience. Some of you are good looking. God, have you guys ever had to use a pizza coupon for a shitty pizza place just because the girl on the coupon kind of looked like your dead ex-girlfriend, but with no shitty tattoos and less track marks? That's my life. It didn't help. Look, Eureka Pizza apparently has like 29 awards, but none of those are going to bring Corinne back. Look, heroin's the lesser of two evils. Let's get into it real quick. Heroin, has anyone done heroin? It's pretty great. You should probably try it. Let's just get in the base, more injuries it causes. Because, yeah, sure, heroin would kill you, but there's the opposite drug, which is coffee, which is going to keep you awake instead of, falling asleep. But you will burn your dick more often. Sure, you might feel good and burn your tip of your dick with a cigarette while you're on heroin, but you spill coffee pretty often. I used to date this girl about 2-3 years ago that had a 2-year-old daughter. And, dude, I look like I could raise a kid. Based on, no, you have shit, yes? Did you say yes? You have shit judgment of character. Oh my God. No, I have no paternal instincts whatsoever. The only thing I've really thought about when it comes to raising a kid is what I'm going to do when I find my kid's drugs, which is my kid's drugs. The weird thing is this woman named her daughter Ryleigh after the Eric Clapton song, which I think is a little weird because I don't know how familiar you guys are with Eric Clapton, but he doesn't really have the best track record with young children. That trend though has always kind of worried me, the trend of naming kids after songs, because I worry that I'm going to start running into friends from high school and they'll follow that kind of trend and be like, hey man, this is my daughter, Pump Up the Jams, and this is my son, Smooth by Carlos Santana featuring Rob Thomas, Matchbox 20. That's right guys, you just learned some shit. Pump Up the Jams is a girl's name. And speaking of kids' names, when I was a young man back in elementary school, I went to school with this kid named Leo. And I always hated that fucker. I still do. And I never really could put my finger on why until kind of when I moved down here this June. I had to do some basic finances, basic math on a calculator like a fucking moron. And I realized you can spell Leo on a calculator by just putting in 3 numbers and turning it upside down. But you can't do that with Colin. And I don't want to hold on that resentment anymore, so I'm going to just go ahead and change my name to Bill Hellboobs. I don't live in the best neighborhood though. I mean, it's certainly a, move up from where I was living when I still lived in Chicago. But my bike was stolen recently. And I'm really not that mad about it because it was replaced with a shittier bike. And I know it was replaced because the bike that was left there didn't have a working front tire and there were spider webs all of it and it was exactly where my bike was. That's not a crime at that point. That's a downright shenanigan. That's fucking adorable. That's like saying, oh hey man, sorry I kidnapped your kid, but here's this basket of 4.5 puppies. Yeah, I kidnapped another kid and I only had 9, so one of them's been bisected lengthwise. I think sex ed is inadequate in this country. It's because they really only teach you the basic mechanics of heteronormative sex for the purpose of procreation. So, and it's even outdated. It's yeah, you go ahead and just put your mating hooks in there and shove your goopus in there and empty your dick eggs, and invariably there's gonna be a kid. What's ovulation? I don't know. God bless America. Never forget. But I think there needs to be, and what's even worse actually is that there's abstinence-only sex ed, which is just fucking stupid, because that's not teaching anyone anything. That's saying, here, this thing, don't do that, go to your next class, sign this sheet, you're good, you're educated now. But because of that, there's got to be some 27-year-old dickhead out there that's just complaining. It's I've been trying to get my girlfriend pregnant for 4 years. I've been peeing all over her boobs like I'm supposed to, and it ain't working. Thanks, Obama. But there really needs to be a second one, which will just teach people how to fuck. Maybe care, and don't do it right after. We still have to have Kermit the Frog do it to keep their attention. Oh yeah, sometimes I like spitting in this piggy's mouth. Just teach them shit, maybe have some empathy, care whether or not the person you're fucking comes, and I don't know, just try fucking choking them. Statistically, they're into it. Statistically, you're into it. Is there a couple in the room tonight? Try choking them. Statistically, they're into it. Since I'm already riled up, I'm going to close with this, guys. One thing that's always bothered me is a lot of people seem to think that women that have quote-unquote daddy issues are all quote-unquote sluts. First of all, I think that's bullshit. Slut is a bullshit term used to perpetuate a bullshit double standard. And secondly, I will go down on any woman that validates me, and I fucking hate my dad. Alright, I love you.